Welcome in the world of artificial intelligence under artificial intelligence using Python series of lectures. This is the lecture on heuristic search methods part 3. Hi, I am Dr. Sunil from GCS Solutions. The contents of this lecture are we see beam search, then application of beam search, and at the end analysis of beam search. Let us now see the motivation first. In many large search spaces, the algorithms like BFS, DFS, DBDFS, A star, and other algorithms of the same category are not feasible. The search algorithms used in some application needs to consume less memory space. That means the algorithms uh, used in some applications should have small space complexity. There are certain problems wherein the final solution is important and not the path from start to goal. That is, the path from start to goal is irrelevant. In such applications, the traditional algorithms like BFS, DFS, DBDFS may not work up to the expectation. There are certain problems or application like machine translation, also can be known as language translation or speech processing, wherein the backtracking is not feasible due to the fact that the input given to the system is online or continuous sound. That means if someone is speaking, then that application will keep converting the speech into text, that too online and continuously. So there is no chance of going back to analyze the earlier sentence spoken by the person or a user of the system. Different languages may have words like similar sound, and hence the algorithm used in the sound processing needs many words to be available in the open list. As we have seen that whatever new possibilities are to be explored, those new possibilities are kept in the open list, and in case of language translation, that is obviously the words, and those words in many languages sound similar, and because of that the words which sounds to be similar should be available to the translation unit of the machine translation, and based on that it will perform the further translation. Out of many different options in open, the best one with their sentence structures are kept and other are discarded. Now if such is the scenario, then your algorithms like BFS, DFS, DBDFS may not suit to design this application. And the first use of beam search was in Happy speech recognition system. Now what is the idea behind the beam search? The main idea is that most promising beta nodes at each step of the search are retained for the further branching. So instead of keeping the whole thing in open, that means whatever possible childs or childrens are generated, those are kept in open. So instead of keeping everything in open, the size of open is limited to some fixed value beta, and this beta is called as a beam. Now let us try to understand what exactly the beam is. For example, if we have such a state space representation, just focus where I am pointing now. Suppose we have a root node. One can start with the root, as root is not actually the goal, it is just the beginning. Then this root node will be explored and childs of the root node will be generated. So here this tree has branching factor 3, then that's why the nodes at the level 1 are first, second, third, that is 3 nodes here. Now at this point of time, the open will not hold all these 3. In other algorithm, what happens is that the open is filled with these 3 nodes which are child of root, as one has started with the child. But in case of beam search, if the beam width is 2, then only these 2 nodes will be kept in the open. At the next level of the exploration, these 2 will be considered as the current nodes, And keeping these two current nodes in the view, the new nodes, that is the child nodes of this selected node in the beam and the next selected node in the beam. So child of these nodes will be generated, but of this again most two promising, that is from the left branch and also from the right branch. Out of this, all these, only these two will be kept in the open. At the next level of exploration, when these two selected nodes are explored further, then again best among these two will be selected and will be kept in open. Again at the next level, same thing will happen. So if we see carefully, this is nothing but something like exploration of node at each level, like a torch beam of the fixed width. So it is just like a torch with fixed width, and that torch beam is depicted in the practical execution of the beam search algorithm. Now there are various nodes here. So while performing the beam search on any state space, so there are certain nodes which can be act as a beam nodes, and there are certain nodes which can be pruned by local evaluation. That means those nodes can be excluded, and there are certain nodes which can be kept for the further global evaluation. Let us now see the algorithm, that is beam algorithm. So beam search takes two arguments, that is the start, that is from where to start, and the beam width beta. So it has open list which is assigned a start node, then it has a closed list which is empty initially, and state is failure as goal is not yet found by the algorithm, or we have not yet reached to the goal state. The algorithm iterates when open is not empty and your state is not success. If your open list is not empty, so initially open has start node, so it is not empty initially. State is also failure, so this is also true. So as this condition is true, this whole thing inside the loop is executed by the beam search algorithm. Now it picks the best node from the open. So initially, as the algorithm has only one node in the open, so it will pick up that. Otherwise, at a time, as open can accommodate beta size of nodes, then it will pick the best among the nodes from the open. Now it will remove that, because the node or nodes which are already considered should not be reappearing in the open. Now it takes the current node and tests whether it is goal or not, and that is done by goal test function. So how goal test function works? It takes the node, it checks whether the current node under inspection is goal node or not. If it is goal, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Now if goal test function returns true, then state will be changed to success, and simply the current node will be appended to the closed. Now closed is such a list which will keep track of the nodes visited till particular point of execution. For example, till goal node is reached, how many nodes are visited, that can be inspected in the closed list. Now if the current node is not a goal node, then it will perform following steps. So it will again append the current node to the closed. Now moveGen function will be called to generate the child node or children of current node n. Now how moveGen works? So it takes the current node n, it creates a list of successors. For this node in the list of successor, if the current node is there in the list of successor, then it will generate the children of the current node by looking into the data structure wherein the child node of current nodes are specified. So those child nodes will be taken and will be stored in the list of successor, that is list successor variable SUCC, and that is returned to the beam search. Now beam search will store these children in the child list. Now whatever is there in the close, that is removed from the child. This is done just to avoid the looping. Now for each node in the child, the node is basically evaluated with certain criteria. Now we'll see that what should be the evaluation criteria for particular node. That evaluation criteria is basically domain specific. In whatever domain you are working, based on that, the evaluation of each of the node is done. And each of the node with that particular evaluation and the estimated cost is added to the open. So suppose in child there are four nodes, then all the four nodes will be evaluated with certain evaluation criteria, or that may be the heuristic criteria, and based on that, all the nodes along with the estimated cost will be put in the open. Now once this is done, the open is sorted based on the best heuristic criteria, and again the size of open is checked. If size of open is exceeding the given beta which is passed as argument initially to this algorithm, then the best beta nodes, suppose open has 4 child nodes, after sorting the open, if open has 4 child node and beam size is 2, then only best 2 nodes will be taken from the open and others will be discarded. And with this new open, this whole process is repeated. So what do we understand with this algorithm? That in this algorithm, at a time, there are beta number of nodes available in the open. Those are best nodes in the open, and we are getting best 2 nodes or say 4 nodes based on the beta value for the further evaluation. And that's why this algorithm is called a beam algorithm. Now what is sort function? So sort function takes a list which is provided to sort, and it sorts the list either in the ascending order or in the descending order based on the optimization strategy. Hope you understood this. Let us first see the given problem on which we are going to run the beam search algorithm. Now the explanation of the state space is given. So there is a start node A and a goal node G. Each node is given some heuristic value, and that value can be considered as a cost to reach the node. And along with the heuristic value, each of the age in the given state space has been assigned a cost, that is called age cost. Now the goal is that one has to reach from the start to the goal with the low cost path length. So here is the state space given, that we have this state space as a graphical representation. So there is node A as a start node. Now A has child B, C, D, B has child E, and C has child F, and all these E, F, D are connected to the goal node. Now here the thing to be noted is that each of the node has some heuristic. For example, A has heuristic value 2, B has some heuristic 1, C has 2, D has 3, and suppose one starts with A and wants to reach to B, then one has to also keep in mind the age cost from A to B. That is, if someone wants to go from A to B, then the age length is 2 and this heuristic of B is 1. Similarly, all other nodes have their respective heuristic values, and for any node, if one wants to go to the next node which is child of the given node, then there is always a age cost given here. And for for some specific reason, this goal has been given heuristic 0. Now this description which is given in the form of graph can be very well converted in form of some programming data structure. Here a dictionary is used wherein all the nodes in the graphs are listed, and along with each of the nodes the child nodes are also given as a value of the key. For example, here key is the node, for example A, along with its heuristic value 2. B, C, D are the child of A along with the heuristic value of the node and the cost. For example, if one wants to traverse from A to B, then B has heuristic value 1 and its cost, age cost is 2. That means A to B cost is 2, and from A to C the cost is 1, that is age cost is 1. For age A to D, age cost is 2, and heuristic value of B is 1 and heuristic value of C is 2 and D is 3. In the same fashion, all these nodes are stored basically in the form of the dictionary. Here each node has a triple wherein the first entry or entity is node, second entity is age cost, and third entity is heuristic value. So I have already explained that if I want to traverse from A to B, then here in child node the specification is something like one can traverse from A to node B with a age cost 2 and heuristic value of B is 1. So with this notation, all these child nodes are basically stored or saved. Let us see the actual functioning of the algorithms which I have seen earlier, and also let us see how that works on the state space just we have discussed in the earlier slide. So here is the execution, that this is the state space and this state space is depicted here along with the diagram. So let us see the algorithm execution now. Now the start node is specified as A and beam width beta is given as 2. Initially open as node A, so one has to start with A. Close is empty, state is failure as one has not yet reached to the goal state. So as open list is not empty and this failure is not success, both the conditions are true. Now it will get into the while loop. Now n is A, that is pick best node from the open. Now open has only one node, that is A. So n current node will be A and open will be empty. Why? Because we remove the node which is picked from the open, so that open will be having all nodes but one, that is currently picked. Now as A was having only one node, so open is empty. Now goal test function test whether the current node is goal or not. Goal test function will return false because the specified goal is G. So it will get into the else part. Then if we see here carefully that now this current node is appended to close. So up till now we have done with the A. Now moveGen function is called and moveGen function will generate the child of A. So this moveGen function will inspect this search list, that is a list of successors. So is A present in this successors list? Yes. So it will return this B, C and D as the child node. So those will be stored in the child. Now from the child whatever is there in the close, that is removed. So as child has B, C, D, 3 nodes and closed as A, so there is no need to remove anything from the child. So child will remain as B, C and D. And this removal of A is important because if A is not removed, then A will appear in the closed, in child, and it will again I mean to say loop back. So we don't want that. So now for this child B, C, D, for each node, for example say node B, C and D, the cost is calculated. What is that cost? That is the evaluation of the particular node. Now here the simple function is used, like cost of any node, child node, is nothing but the age cost, that is from where we have come to the current node, that is called B. So to B we have come from A. So age cost of that A to B is taken and heuristic value of B is taken. So with this, what will happen? That for each of this node, it will calculate the heuristic and it will store those nodes in the open. So open will be having B with the overall cost, that is the age cost plus heuristic value. So here from A to B, so focus here where I am pointing. So from A to B, if one wants to start with A and reach to B, then these two costs will be incurred on that journey, that is cost of age, that is which is 2, and the node B, which is the target with respect to current, and its heuristic 1. So this is 2 plus 1 3. So for C it is 1 plus 2 3, and for D it is 2 plus 3 5. So here it is stored. Now here the open will be sorted, so based on the total cost of the traversal, that is A to B, A to C and A to D. So here based on this final cost, these nodes will be sorted, and now length of this open is checked. Here length of open is 3 and beta is 2. So is length is greater than the beta, which is 2? Yes. Now only best 2 nodes from the open will be chosen and remaining will be discarded. So here in our case B and C is chosen and D is discarded. So with this new open, this loop will be iterating again. Now with this new open, as open is having 2 nodes which is not empty and state is still failure because we have not yet reached to the goal node. So here the front node from the open is taken, that is removed. So open will be having only one node. Whatever current node is chosen, that is B, that will be tested whether it is goal node or not. But it is not goal node, then again that current B is added to the closed, and for B moveGen will be called and moveGen will generate the child of B. Now B has 2 children, immediate successor, that is A and E. Now before considering any further things related to algorithm, the algorithm takes care of removing whatever in the close. Now in close there is A and B, and in child there is A and E. So this A is appearing in close, so that is removed from the child. Why? Because there should be looping, will be again back to A. So to avoid this, this step is followed, and at the end in child E remains. Now for each node in the child list, now child list has only one node E. So cost of E is calculated. So it is calculated like from where we come to E. So we come to E from B. So the cost calculated is the age cost from B to E, that is 3, and the heuristic of the E, that is 3. So that will be 6. So that node is added at the end. Now open is sorted. So open is already sorted. So there is no need of changing anything here. Now length of the open is greater than beta. So is length, that is open has length 2 and beta has value 2. Is it true? No. So no need of performing these steps. So it will loop back with this new open. Now with this new open, here C is at different, that is picked, and C is removed from the open. So open has only one node left, that is E. Then this node, basically node C is tested for the goal test, whether it is goal or not. As it is not goal node, so it will get into else part. It will append that C to closed. Now closed is having A, B and C. Now child of C are generated, that is A and F. So from child, whatever is in the close, that is removed. So basically A is appearing in the child, so that is removed. So only F is the node left in the child. So now for each node in the F, in the child, so child has only one node. So for that F, cost is calculated, which is nothing but the h cost plus heuristic cost. That means to f we have came from c. So from c to f, what is the h cost? It is 2, and what is heuristic of f? That is 1. So it is 3, 2 plus 1, 3. So that is calculated, and this is appended to the open. Now open is sorted after this. Now f comes at the front and e comes next. Now here the length of the open is not greater than beta, so this step will not be performed. So here algorithm will loop back with the new open list. Now in this new open, f is at the front, that is picked. Now here f is removed from the open, so open e will remain. F is tested for the goal, so goal test function will check whether f is goal or not. F is not goal, so it will get into else part. Then it will append the f to the closed. It will try to generate the child of f. So what are the children node for f? It is c and g. So here c and g are basically the child of f. Now from this, whatever is there in the close, that is removed. So in close, c is there, and that c is appearing in the child, so that is removed. So at the end, child will be having only one node g. Now for this g, the heuristic is calculated. So for this g, node g, the h cost is 3, that is from f to g, h cost is 3, and heuristic of g is 0, so that's why g will be having heuristic 3. So that is put here. After this for loop execution, open is sorted, so g comes at the front, and with this new open, again the loop is iterated. Now with this new open, g is at the front, so it takes the g as the current node. It removes g from the open. It tests whether g is goal or not. Here g is goal because our goal is g. So our current node n, which is g, is matching to the goal, given goal g. So state is changed to the success, and this g is added to the closed. Now here the important point is that open has one node e, but state is success. So with this, loop will be iterated. Now here open is not empty, but state is success. So it is success is not equal to success, this fails. So true and false is false. So algorithm will terminate with the success. Why? Because we have found the goal, and the path traced by the algorithm is A, C, F and G. Hope you understood this. Now what are the applications of this beam search, which we have seen just now? That algorithm is used in integrated circuit design. It is also used in factory floor layout, in job scheduling, and in vehicle routing problems, in solving traveling salesman problems, in some of the network optimization related problems, and most prominently it is used in machine translation. Let us see the analysis of the beam search. Now beam search is not complete because beam search does not guarantee the solution if beta is small. So it is not complete. So let us try to understand this point here. Just see this first diagram, tree diagram I have represented. Assume that the beta width is 2. So it will start with A and will generate 2 nodes. And these 2 nodes, that is B and C, will be sorted based on the heuristic value. So B will be appearing at different. So that is picked. After that, it will generate the child node, that is D, E. And in open, now there are 3 nodes, C, D, E. These will be sorted and C will be dropped. Why? Because as beta size is 2, so in open there can only be 2 nodes. So as these 2 nodes D and E are having lower heuristic than C, so obviously C will be dropped. Now it will inspect D, so D doesn't have any child node or children node. So and D is also not goal node, so it will be removed from the open. E also is not a goal and it doesn't have any child node, so that will be also removed. At the end, open is empty, your algorithm terminates. So even though goal is there, it says no goal found. Why? Because of the smaller beta value. So it is not complete. If beta value, if it takes beta value 3, then perhaps we get the goal. You try with the beta value 3. You will find that this algorithm then finds the solution. But if beta value is small, it will not. Optimality, the solution given by beam is also not low cost or optimal solution. So for this, let us focus here. We have run our beam search algorithm on this given graph. Now, wherein we saw that our path traced from the source to destination or goal was A to C, C to F, F to G. And if we see the overall cost, it is 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6, plus this heuristic value, that is 2 plus 3. So it will be 6 plus 3, 9. Whereas A star algorithm will give you the solution with this path A to D and D to G. And that is optimal because the overall cost is 2 plus 3, 5 plus 3, 8. And this is 6 plus 3, 9. Which one is optimal? This is optimal, which is given by A star. And this A to C, C to F, F to G is not optimal, which is written by our beam search. So that means it is not a optimal algorithm which gives optimal solution. Time complexity is very good time complexity. I mean to say, it is beam width into M. What is B? Beta is beam. What is B? That means beta. Beta is beam width. And what is M? M is the maximum depth of any path in the search tree. Similarly, space complexity also same. That is big O of beta into M. And moreover, the linear memory space requirement allows beam search to probe very deeply into large search spaces and potentially find the solution where other algorithms cannot reach. The reason to use beam search in many applications is just its linear memory requirement and its capability of getting more and more deeper than any other algorithms of the earlier categories which we learned in the earlier lectures. Hope you understood this topic well. Dear learners, how was the lecture? Please subscribe GCS Solution. Like the video if you really like it. Share among the friends and comment for improvement. We are GCS Solutions, making technology easy to learn. Till next lecture, be intelligent.